Hey everybody, it's Scott Steen with winnersandwiners.com coming to you from the Richard Darius studio on the expansive first floor of the Winners and Winers Sports and Entertainment Complex to bring you today's Shallow Six. Shallow Six. All right, there you go. That's pretty much that's our new effects. What do you think? As always, if you would be so kind, you like what we're doing here, getting a little copping a little knowledge, maybe give us the old thumbs up. And of course, if you haven't done so already, make sure that you do get subscribed to our YouTube channel. That way you'll be notified every time we put up brand new content. You will be the first to know. You won't have to wait till all that content's all worn out and used and stuff. You can get it when it's fresh and right out of the box. So make sure you do that. And of course, let us know what you're playing today in the comment section. Whole lot of games. What are you on? What are you off? Are you tailing the Deep-3, fading the Deep-3? Got college football. You got some NBA, hockey. Whatever it is, let us know. Put it in there. If you get it right, we'll give you the shout out. You get enough of them right, just like Richard Darius, you're going to be our capper of the day. So, put them in there. A couple rules. Five picks max for the weekend plays here. If you would be so kind, give us your best five. If you've got parlays, money line parlays, and stuff like that cooked up. If it's something weird, let me know what the odds pay. If it's a sport that's going to be hard to find, help a brother out and give me the odds there, and let me know what we're looking at. That'll save me some time and make sure everything gets done correctly. All right. Usually, and I don't think I've ever mentioned this before, but I usually use the cutoff about 7 p.m. Eastern time. So if anything post after that, I probably am not going to get a chance to see it, so make sure you have all your picks in there before 7 p.m. Eastern. So check out our websites, of course, winnersandwiners.com, statsalt.com, and those are deep dives into every game going on in America every single day. Man, when you're going back and forth between sports, NFL, going to college, checking out a little NBA, it is nice to have a site like that one where everything is all under one roof. So please check us out over there at winnersandwiners.com and our sister site, statsalt.com. Deep dives every game. You will dig it. Check out our partners there at pointsbet.com. If you're looking for the best points, if you're looking for the best sports book in Iowa or New Jersey, look no further. You have found it at pointsbet.com. All right, so quick recap of yesterday's action. Central Florida, man, they just Cincinnati was able to break through. They beat their first top 25 team in a very long time. They played a nice tight game there at home. Central Florida, man, you see the glimpses of it, but they just weren't able to put it together for an entire game. Too little, too late there at the end. They fell straight up, and we did have the San Jose State Spartans team total over. Holy crap, man! We had 26 points in the first half. We're looking for 36 and a half, 37, whatever you got it at, and they just absolutely went in the tank. They put up 6 points, 2 field goals in the second half. So, shades of the Kansas City Chiefs here a couple of weeks back, as they just needed anything in the second half and weren't able to do it. And then we did have a winner in the Minnesota-New York Yankees game, as we had the over there. Thought both of those pitchers were getting a little too much credit, and those offenses not nearly enough. And they did go up and over the total easily. On the premium side, kind of the opposite. We sucked at baseball, as we had the St. Louis Cardinals, as we had Jack Flaherty to take care of business there. He did all right. He went to I think he gave up one. We gave up one run in the first, and then not much else until about the 6th or 7th, and they broke through for a couple more. But the problem was St. Louis couldn't score not a goddamn thing. So that makes it tough to win, as the Braves shut them out 3-0. We did a rebound a little bit, as we had San Jose State to cover the 6.5 points in the nightcap. They did do that, although, again, putting up a terrible second half like they did was a little closer than we thought it was going to be. So we go, let's see, 1-2, 1-1, 2-3 on the day, and we go 1-2 on college football, 1-0 on the premium college football. All right, got that? I don't think I do. All right, so without further ado, hey, man, it's a Shallow Six. We got to get into it. So real quick recap. I usually do a lot deeper dive. That's why we call it the Deep-3. Okay? This is going to be the Shallow Six, a little less deep. Get it? All right, so we're going to go through 6 games here and kind of in no particular order tell you what I'm digging this weekend. First off, we're going to start off with Tulane heading to Army, take on the Army Black Knights. Tulane, 2.5-point road favorite. You know, the Black Knights are fourth in the nation in rushing. No surprise there, 293.5 yards per game. But the Tulane Green Wave, well, they're not too far behind them at ninth. They are 273 yards rushing per game. Here's the difference. Green Wave, well, they can actually throw the ball. I think they turned the tables by going on long drives, lots of third down conversions, keeping that Army offense on the bench, and keeping them from getting enough possessions to do damage in this one. I think Tulane goes in there and takes care of business, covers the 2.5 points. All right, we're going to take a look. In my backyard, as the Oklahoma Sooners travel to Larryville to take on the KU Jayhawks. They're in Lawrence. Oklahoma is a road favorite, 31.5 points. Yeah, there's a chance that the Sooners are going to be looking ahead to Texas next week, but I think this defense wants to make a statement. I don't think they have forgotten last season when Puka Williams came into Norman, Oklahoma, and ran for 252 yards for KU as the Jayhawks inexplicably put up 40 points. And that, according to a lot of sources, was the time that Oklahoma absolutely knew that they had to change their defensive scheme, and they did not have a serious defense. And when KU hangs a 40 on you, brother, you got trouble. This is going to be a much different OU defense this season. They've given up just 44 points in their last 3 games after starting the season with Houston. Not surprisingly, Sooners have covered all 3 of those games easily. More of the same in this one. Give me Oklahoma. I ain't afraid of that number. 31.5. Sign me up. And we're going to take a look here as the Bowling Green Falcons travel to South Bend to take on Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Bowling Green has a 46.5-point favorite. You know, guys, I got to be honest with you. I'm tempted to lay the points here with Notre Dame, but I think both of these teams are going to spend an inordinate amount of time running the football. That's really all Bowling Green can do when they can get anything going. It's usually running. Yeah, the Falcons are awful, and yeah, Notre Dame is very good, and they put a beat down on New Mexico a couple, 3 weeks ago. However, I think the Irish is keeping an eye on the USC game next week. I think they want to keep those players as fresh as they can. You're probably going to see them start clearing the bench by the third quarter and certainly into the fourth. It's going to be a lot of new cats in there. I think the crowd, by the time the fourth quarter is halfway over, I think they're going to be chanting for Rudy. And I think there's a good chance that they just might see him. Give me Bowling Green plus 46.5. That may be the last time we bet on the Falcons this year. We'll see. And taking a look as the men of Troy travel to Columbia, Missouri to take on the MIZ-ZOU Missouri Tigers. Taking a look at the total in this game of 66.5. You know, this is not the same quick strike Mizzou offense that you're familiar with Drew Lock running the quarterback spot and offensive coordinator Josh Heupel. They're getting it done by running the football and playing stout defense. They have run the ball at least 40 times a game, and they have given up just 21 points total in 2 home games versus West Virginia and South Carolina. Their Missouri pass defense is allowing just a 45% opponent completion percentage, and they've given up just 2 touchdown passes all season. If they can't throw, Troy is going to be spending a lot of time punting. Give me the Troy University of Missouri under 66.5 in this one. Staying in the Big 12, or moving to the Big 12 rather, taking a look at the Baylor Bears as they travel to Manhattan to take on the K-State Wildcats. Again, taking a look at the total here, 48.5. I like the under. These are 2 teams who both look to control the clock and move the ball down the field methodically. K-State, they have been terrific on defense as far as third down conversions go. They allow just 20% of their opponents' first down conversions on third down, and that is 3rd in the nation. They don't have a great offense. They like to run the ball. Quarterback Skylar Thompson, he's definitely struggled at times. But the Baylor defense, they have also been pretty good. They have allowed 21 points or less in all 4 of their games. I think this one becomes a grind. I think it's going to be 3 yards in a cloud of dust, plenty of punts, and I think they're going to be fighting for field position in this one for the entire game. Give me the Baylor Bears K-State under 48 and the hook. And finishing up with a play from the SEC. Well, sort of, as Utah State Aggies travel down to Baton Rouge to take on the LSU Go Tigers. Utah State is a 27.5-point road dog here. Guys, I think that's inflated. I really do. Yeah, LSU can definitely put the biscuit in the basket. They lead the country in scoring, tallying over 45 points at 55 points per game. But Utah State, they are no slouch. They put up almost 31. That is top 30 in the nation. And aside from a game Texas squad, LSU has played exactly nobody. And while the Aggies have some issues, throwing the ball isn't one of them. They probably have the better quarterback with Jordan Love at the helm. And it may take the Tigers a minute to realize that this Utah State team can actually punch back. I think LSU's going to win, but I think Utah State's going to bomb away. When they get behind, they're going to bomb away even more. And I think that this LSU pass defense is one of the things that they don't do very well. I think they're going to be exposed just enough. They've given up 900 yards in their last 3 games, and none of them, I don't think, threw the ball as well as Utah State. Give me Utah State plus 27.5 right here against the LSU Tigers. Give us the Baylor Bears, K-State Wildcats under 48.5, and the Trojans, Mizzou Tigers under 66.5. Bowling Green Falcons plus 46.5. Oklahoma Sooners minus 31.5, and the Tulane Green Wave minus 2.5. At the end of those 6 games, you guys can join me. We will pick up our winning tickets, and we will head back to the window. All right, everybody, let's take a quick look at our premium plays here as we're getting the shout-outs going. That is what we've done so far this month. We are, once again, we went 1-1. We've got 1-1 each day. We're 3-3 again for the month of October. 35, 23, and 1. As far as our football picks go. So, moving right along. Football has been very, very good to us. We're 60.3%. That is the NFL and the NCAA combined. So, if you'd like to get down on our premium picks just in time before the rest of the football season, please follow that link, and we will get you signed up. Love to have you on the team. All right. So, how'd you guys do today? Let's take a look at the shout-outs. And just so you know, for those of you that are new, what we're going to do here today, is we'll read the shout-outs. If you made money, we will tell you how much. We will tell everybody how much you made. If you did not make money, instead of saying that you lost, I will insert a Chuck Norris fact, except use your name, and that way you will feel better. All right. So let's try and see how that goes. All right. We're going to start off with Steve Godin. Steve, he had a couple plays. He had a play from the NHL, a couple of college plays. He ends up going 2-1 plus 105 on the day. Jimmy Jackson, you sound like Ron Burgundy with my stat yesterday. Said 93% of the time it works every time. That made me laugh, dude, because I got to tell you, I was listening to it on playback, and I thought the same thing. Nick Rampero wanted us to know that we just got a shout out on the Paulie Howard show, over there on the VSiN. And we ended up listening to that and finding it, and it was a very nice shout out for Chris Altruda, aka the Dudes article on the Ohio State. So if you guys ever, Chris is a hell of a writer and a very good handicapper. If you ever get a chance to read his stuff, he does a lot of the real deep dive stuff on Mondays and Thursdays. Terrific first class writer, so make sure you check him out. That was very cool for him, and appreciate the guys over there on VSiN. The astute Aardvark. He put up a couple plays, and I'll tell you what, the Great Wall of China was originally created to keep the astute Aardvark out. It failed miserably. Man, very nice. Mark Desod, which is a great name, by the way, because it's Desod. He said he can't figure out Central Florida yet. It seemed to have all the pieces, but can't put 2 quarters together yet. Yeah, Mark, that was a very, very prescient comment right there, because that's exactly what happened in this one. Well done. I hope you got down on the right side. He didn't tell us what he played, so we'll have to find out. G&G. G&G goes 3-2 on the day, plus 95. Not too shabby. C-Dub on his first 5 picks. C-Dub got close, but I will say this. I did not know this, that Superman actually owns a pair of C-Dub pajamas. Very impressive. Very impressive indeed. Derek Saunders said tough losses yesterday. Let's rebound. And he did. He went 3-2 plus 96 on the day. Not bad. LK, I got to have a little makeup here. He said, I missed him. He had the Rams plus the points. He said the Seahawks are his team, so he picks against them in this game. He said also the underdogs have now covered all Thursday nights. Yep, they have so far. Absolutely. Nitty Rollick. Nitty had the Rams on the money line as well, just like we did last night. So, yeah, I commiserate with all you guys. By the way, sorry for missing you, LK. There is your deserved shout-out, my friend. Miguel Nola. Miguel made some picks, and you know what? With Miguel, this is funny. Miguel used to beat the shit out of his shadow because it was following too close, and now his shadow stands a safe 30 feet behind him. That is very impressive, sir. Kyle Z said big bet slip today, and he did put out a bunch of plays. He told me his 3 favorite plays, so we used those 3 plus the first 2 that he put up. So Kyle ends up going 3-1-1 on the day as his favorite was the Flyers. Tyler Glass now to record at least 3.5 Ks, and Jose Barrios to get over 6 strikeouts. He got exactly 6, so he went to 2-0-1 on the ones that he really liked, and then he went 1-1 on the others. 3-1-1 on the day plus 190. Not bad at all there, my friend. Nick Rampero. Nick, a little bit chilly today, but I will say, we're thinking about Nick. This is kind of fun. He lost his virginity before his dad did. Man, who knew? So, that's it for the day, guys. Let's take a look at our positive gappers here. G&G, 3-2 plus 95 on the day. Derek Sanders, 3-2 plus 96 on the day. Steve Godin, 2-1 plus 105. And you know him, you love him. Mr. Perfect is back where he belongs. It is Kyle Z, 3-1-1 plus 190 on the day. Kyle Z, you, my friend, are our capper of the day. And we did not get a pick yet for the college action. They're from our capper of the day yesterday. So, Richard, if you got a pick, man, if you got a pick from the college world or whatever, put it up there in the comment section. If you get it down there in time for everybody to get down on it, all right? And that means you, my friend, Kyle, you get the honor of picking an NFL game for us. So give us your best NFL pick in the comment section here today, and I will get that on the board. Make sure everybody knows about it. All right. Okay, everybody. It's been a real slice of life, and I hope everybody does well today. Good luck on all your plays. But you know what? No matter how we do, we're gonna probably meet back here about the same time tomorrow. We'll do what we always do: bitch about our bad beats, brag about those fat stacks, and then, because it's NFL, baby, and where else would you want to be? We're going to fire it up and do it all again. You guys take care. Have a great day. We'll see you next time.